I'd like to better understand the conservative media's orgy over Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced and disgraceful Hollywood film producer and studio executive who used his power over decades to have his way with starlets. To listen to conservative talkers, the women affronted or assaulted by Weinstein were all Shakespearean talent in the making, female clones of Richard Burton. He had no match among women, who made the pilgrimage to Sodom and Gomorrah in the Hollywood Hills, for the purpose of realizing their talent, never knowing it was a meat market. Watching the women who make up the dual perspective panels discussing the Weinstein saga, it's hard to tell conservative from liberal. Conservative women now complain as bitterly as their liberal counterparts about objectification. However, the female form has always been revered, been the object of sexual longing, clothed and nude. The reason the female figure is so crudely objectified nowadays has a great deal to do with women themselves. By virtue of their conduct, women no longer inspire reverence as the fairer sex, and as epitomes of loveliness. For they are crasser, vainer, more eager to expose all voluntarily than any male. Except for Anthony Weiner, the name of an engorged organism indigenous to D.C., who is in the habit of exposing himself as often as the Kardashians do. The latter clan is a bevy of catty exhibitionists, controlled by a mercenary, ball-busting matriarch called Kris Kardashian. Kris is madam to America's first family of celebrity pornographers. To launch a career with a highly stylized, self-directed sex tape is no longer even condemned. Lots of little girls, with parental approval, look up to the Kardashians. From Kim Distaff, America learns to couch a preoccupation with pornographic selfies in the therapeutic idiom. Kardashian flaunts her ass elephantiasis with pure self-love. Yet millions of her admirers depict her obscene posturing online as an attempt to come to terms with her body. Be a little easier on myself, counsels Kim as she directs her camera to the nether reaches of her carefully posed, deformed derriere. While acting dirty and self-adoring, Kardashian delivers as close to a social Jeremiad on self-esteem as her kind can muster. Genius liberalism and libertinism are intertwined. The more liberal a woman, the more libertine she'll be, and the more she'll liberate herself to be coarse, immodest, vulgar and plain repulsive. Think of the menopausal Ashley Judd rapping lewdly about her alleged menstrual fluids at an anti-Trump rally. Think of all those liberal, liberated grannies adorning pussy dunce caps on the same occasion. By nature, the human woman is a peacock. We like to be noticed. The conservative among us prefer the allure of modesty. The sluts among us don't. On social media, women outstrip men in the narcissistic and exhibitionist departments. In TV ads, American women, fat, thin, young and old, are grinding their bottoms, spreading their legs, showing the contours of their crotches, and dancing as though possessed or like primates on heat, abandoning any semblance of femininity and gentility, all the while laughing like hyenas and hollering hokum like, I own it. The phrase a bum's rush means throw the bum out. When it comes to Allison Williams, daughter of NBC icon Brian Williams, a bum's rush takes on new meaning. Thanks in no small measure to her famous father, the young woman has become a sitcom star. And Ms. Williams has worked extra hard to hone all aspects of an actress' instrument, the body. Allison has carried forth enthusiastically about a groundbreaking scene dedicated to exploring ass motorboating or booty-eating, on HBO's Girls. The lewder, more pornographic, and less talented at their craft popular icons become, the louder the left lauds their artistically dodgy output. The right just keeps moving left. Singer Miley Cyrus was mocked before she began twerking tush, thrusting pelvis and twirling tongue. Only then had she arrived as an artist, in the eyes of critics on the left. The power of the average pop artist and her products, Miley's included, lies in the pornography that is her art, in her hackneyed political posturing, and in the fantastic technology that is auto-tune, without which all the sound you'd hear these singers emit would be a bedroom whisper. Liberal women, the majority, go about seriously and studiously cultivating their degeneracy. If raising skirts to celebrate the diversity of vaginas sounds foul, wait for the accompanying images. These show feral creatures, women, presumably, skirts hoisted, gobs a gate, some squatting like farm hands in an outhouse, all yelling about their orifices. Do you know of a comparable Mons movement? If anything, men are punished when they react normally to women behaving badly. Female soldiers got naked and uploaded explicit images of themselves to an online portal. The normals, male soldiers, shared the images and were promptly punished for so doing. And the conservative side of that ubiquitous, dueling perspectives political panel approved of the punishment meted to the men. So endemic is distaff degeneracy these days that protesters routinely disrobe or perform lewd acts with objects in public. Vladimir Putin is a great man if only for arresting a demented band of performance artists, Pussy Riot, for desecrating a Russian church. If men flashed for freedom, they'd be arrested, jailed, and placed on the National Sex Offender Registry. Talk about the Empress being in the buff. I almost forgot to attach an image of this celebrity, bare-bottomed on the red carpet. Rose McGowan is hardly unique. Many a star will arrive at these events barely clothed. Here are 38 more near-naked red carpet appearances. Expect a feminist lecture about a woman's right to pretend her bare bottom is haute couture, rather than haute couture, and expecting the Harveys of the world to behave like choir boys around her. Fine. Being British BBC News anchors are not nearly as dour about the Harvey hysteria as the American anchors. A female presenter began a Sweinstein segment by saying men claim the coverage of the scandal is excessive, women say the opposite. That's why we're covering it, quipped her witty male sidekick. She roared with laughter. That's my girl, look, Harvey is a lowlife. But Hollywood hospitals are not as the sanctimonious Sean Hannity portrays them, naive, innocent young things, dreams shattered. Alana Mercer has been writing a weekly paleo-libertarian column since 1999, and is the author of The Trump Revolution, The Donald's Creative Destruction Deconstructed, June 2016, into The Cannibal's Pot Lessons for America from Post-Apartheid South Africa, 2011. Follow her on Twitter, https://twitter.com Alana Mercer. Views expressed in op-eds are not the views of the Daily Caller. Tags Harvey Weinstein, Hollywood, Alana Mercer.